Which blood pressure number is more important? Were they wrong? In this video, I'm going to tell you. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 25 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience and based on the scientific literature. Now, most people think that the diastolic number is actually more important because they were told that maybe by a doctor, or they just heard it, or they read it on the internet. I'm going to burst your bubble and tell you neither number is more important than the other. However, let's discuss what we find in the literature. In the last 30 years, there's been a paradigm shift from changing from the diastolic number to being more important to the systolic number. However, they caution that the systolic number is really not that much more important because both numbers are important. So if you do your own Google research, you will find that the American Heart Association, Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, you can go through all the studies in PubMed, and all of them in the last 30 years state that neither number is more important. However, the only one that says one number is more important is the Heart Association, that actually claims that for people over 50, it's more important to watch that systolic number, the first number. And that's kind of fascinating. So according to the American Heart Association, a normal blood pressure, no matter what your age, should be below 120/80. Now, if your first number, the systolic number, is between 120 and 129, but your diastolic is still 80, you are considered to have elevated blood pressure. Now, if your systolic number is between 130 and 139, and or your diastolic number is between 80 and 89, then you are considered to have stage 1 hypertension. And then if your systolic number goes above 140 and or your diastolic goes above 90, now you're stage 2, and it just continues to cycle until it's really bad. But as you can see by these guidelines, that the first number that is going to be elevated and the first number to be concerned with is, ironically, the systolic number. So let me know what your opinion is. Were you told that the diastolic number is more important, even though in the last 30 years the research is saying otherwise? Maybe you were told by a doctor this. Maybe it was over 30 years ago and no one's ever questioned it. But let me know in the comments what your opinion is. And if you're starting to develop elevated blood pressure, or you're already at stage 1 or stage 2 with high blood pressure, you need to start taking control of it. And one of the easiest things to do is to learn how to relax. And in this box right here, I'm going to show you a technique that I learned on how to do deep breathing to lower your blood pressure. So once this video is over, hit that box and you can learn yourself. There's another part to it, but you get all the information in that box. And lastly, if you have a specific question regarding your own condition and you would like to have a Zoom appointment with me, we do telemedicine appointments. And what we do is, if you contact me on my website, we will send you a Zoom ID and passcode. And the reason this is important is because it's totally private. There is a fee for the consultation, of course, because we are spending quality time together. What we'll do is we'll have a conversation about any concerns that you have, and I can answer your questions about your condition.